In the shadowed town of Grimwick, where fog clings to cobblestone streets and secrets fester in the dark, four unlikely companions gather in a candlelit attic. I am the voice that sees all, the whisper that knows the truths they cannot yet fathom. Listen closely, for their tale begins tonight, a tale of courage, fear, and the walls that speak. The attic is a cluttered sanctuary of the strange. Shelves groan under occult tomes, jars of herbs emit faint, sour scents, and artifacts glint with forbidden promise. Clara, a girl of 16 with a mind sharper than a blade, pores over an ancient book, her glasses reflecting the flickering candlelight. Teddy, all gangly limbs and oversized glasses, munches a sandwich, crumbs dusting his sweater as his nervous eyes dart about. Eleanor, restless and bold, paces like a hunter seeking prey, her athletic frame coiled with energy. And Pip, the otter, lounges on a cushion, nibbling a treat, his sleek fur catching the glow. Clara's obsession with the mystical has drawn them here, but it is Teddy's fear that sets the tone. Watch him tremble, dear listener, for he senses what lurks beyond the veil. Clara, are you sure this is a good idea? Teddy's voice quavers, high and uncertain. Last time we messed with your creepy books, I had nightmares for a week. Clara's eyes remain fixed on the page. Teddy, if you're scared, you can stay here and organize my herb collection. Again, Teddy shudders, his face a portrait of dismay. No thanks. Those jars smell like death. Eleanor, the seeker, cannot stay still. Her heart craves the unknown, though she masks it with bravado. Eleanor halts her pacing, leaning over Clara's shoulder. What's the book saying, Clara? You've been at it for hours. Clara's voice is steady, her excitement barely contained. It's a map, well, sort of. It's a guide to the Whispering Walls, an old manor on the edge of Grimwick. The book says it's a nexus of supernatural energy. People who enter don't always come back. Pip, the smallest but perhaps the bravest, senses adventure. His thoughts are simple, but his spirit is fierce. Pip squeaks, paws waving, subtitles flash. Sounds like a party! Teddy chokes on his sandwich, his glasses fogging. Don't come back? Clara, that's not an adventure, that's a death sentence. Eleanor smirks, undaunted. Sounds like my kind of challenge. I'm in. The book is a siren's call, and Clara is its keeper. She knows the risks, yet her curiosity burns brighter than fear. Clara slams the book shut. The manor's been abandoned for decades, but the book mentions a ritual that can unlock its secrets. If we do this right, we might uncover something incredible, or... Her voice drops, a shadow crossing her face. Something dangerous. Teddy's eyes widen. Why do I feel like dangerous is the winning option? Pip scampers onto the table, standing tall. Let's go spook some ghosts, his subtitles proclaim. And so they prepare, each in their own way, for a journey into the unknown. Clara packs her backpack with chalk, candles, and a notebook. Eleanor grabs a flashlight and crowbar, muttering, just in case. Teddy, reluctant, clutches a tiny pocket knife, whining, "It's better than nothing." Pip, needing no tools, wags his tail, ready for the fray. They step into the night, Grimwick's fog swallowing their forms. The manor looms ahead, a beast of stone and shadow, its secrets whispering on the wind. The group trudges through misty streets, the camera capturing their silhouettes. A haunting piano melody weaves through the air, joined by faint whispers, words too soft to discern. The manor appears, its spires jagged, its windows dark. The whispers grow, forming a chilling chorus. Teddy hears it first, his heart a drumbeat of dread. Did anyone else hear that? Teddy freezes, clutching his knife. Eleanor rolls her eyes. It's just the wind, Teddy. But Clara knows better. The walls are already speaking. It's not the wind, Clara says, her voice low. The manor's door creaks open. An invitation. Or a trap. Inside the manor, the air is heavy with dust and decay. The walls watch, their secrets pulsing like a heartbeat. Our companions step into the foyer, unaware of the eyes that follow. The marble floor is cracked, the air thick with mold and a metallic tang. Whispers weave through the darkness, clearer now, a tapestry of voices murmuring nonsense. Teddy's fear is a beacon, drawing the manor's attention. "This is officially the worst idea we've ever had," Teddy mutters, his pocket knife trembling in his hand. Clara, ever the scholar, seeks order in chaos. Clara sketches the foyer in her notebook. "Stay focused, Teddy. We need to find the ritual chamber. The book said it's in the heart of the manor." Eleanor's eyes are sharp, but even she feels the weight of unseen gazes. Eleanor's flashlight sweeps the room, illuminating faded portraits. The painted faces seem alive, their eyes glinting. "These creeps give me the chills," she says. Pip, fearless in his innocence, leads the way. Pip darts to a grand staircase, its banister carved with grotesque figures. "This way," his subtitles read. Up they climb, each step a descent into the manor's heart. The whispers grow as they ascend, forming fragments. "Stay, leave, trapped." Teddy's glasses fog with panic. "Clara, what are those voices? Ghosts, demons, ghost demons." Clara's calm is a facade, but her resolve is iron. "They're echoes," Clara says, gripping her notebook. "Residual energy from past rituals. They can't hurt us." "Probably." "Probably?" Teddy squeaks. Eleanor hides her unease with a grin, but her hand tightens on her crowbar. "We've faced worse," Eleanor says. "Have we?" Teddy retorts. "Haunted manor with talking walls is a new low." The hallway awaits, its doors a gauntlet of mystery. At the top, a hallway stretches, lined with doors carved with glowing symbols. Clara compares them to her notes. These are wards, protective spells, but they're old, fading. Pip senses danger, his instincts keener than any human's. Pip sniffs a door and recoils. "Bad vibes." Eleanor's boldness tempts fate. Eleanor tries a handle, but it's locked. She raises her crowbar, but Clara stops her. "Breaking the wards could make things worse. We need the right door." Danger stirs as they proceed, the manor testing their resolve. A door rattles, as if something pounds from within. Teddy jumps, tripping over Pip. "Nope, nope, nope. Not that one." Clara sees their path, a beacon in the dark. Clara points to a door at the hall's end, its symbols brighter. That's it, the ritual chamber. The manor resists, its voice a warning. The whispers unite, turn back. The chamber is a cathedral of dread, its walls alive with carvings that twist and stare. The air hums with power, and the altar at its center bears the stains of forgotten sins. The circular room's domed ceiling looms, its carvings, spirals, eyes, writhing figures, pulse in the candlelight Clara sets up. A stone altar, dark with old stains, dominates the space. Teddy's imagination is his tormentor. "Is that blood?" Teddy whispers, staring at the altar. Clara's logic anchors them, but even she feels the chamber's pull. "It's old," Clara says, examining it. "Whatever happened here was long ago." Eleanor's curiosity dances with danger. Eleanor traces the carvings. Creepy, but kind of cool, like ancient graffiti. Pip's instincts warn of what's to come. Pip circles the altar, nose twitching. "Smells like trouble." Clara begins, unaware of the forces she stirs. Clara draws a chalk circle around the altar, copying symbols from her book. The ritual will activate the chamber's energy. Like a supernatural radio, we'll hear the manor's secrets. Teddy's fear is a chorus, loud and shrill. "What if the secrets are, we're all gonna die?" Teddy asks. Eleanor's bravado masks her unease. "Then we run," Eleanor grins. Clara's command is law for now. "Stand inside the circle," Clara says. "Don't break it, no matter what." The ritual begins, and the manor awakens. Clara chants, her voice steady. The candles flare, shadows dancing unnaturally. The whispers scream, "Stop, release, trapped." Pip's fur bristles and he growls. Teddy's courage frays like old rope. Clara, maybe we should... Teddy begins. Keep going, Clara snaps. We're close. The chamber responds, its power a blade without a hilt. The carvings glow. The altar trembles. A cold wind extinguishes a candle. Eleanor grabs Teddy, keeping him in the circle. Stay, idiot. A presence forms born of pain and rage. A shimmering figure appears above the altar, its voice a hiss. You should not be here. Teddy's scream is the manner's delight. Teddy drops his knife, shrieking. Pip hisses, baring his teeth. Clara's chanting falters but resumes. The figure takes shape, a harbinger of terror. The form becomes a woman, pale and eyeless, her mouth a grotesque smile. You've woken us. Amara, the eyeless spirit, hovers. Her presence a storm of cold and dread. The walls scream with her, their voices a tide that threatens to drown our heroes. Clara grips her book, defiant. Who are you? What do you want? Amara's words are venom, her smile a wound. We are the walls, we are the trapped, Amara hisses. You've opened the door. Teddy's panic is a fire, consuming his reason. You said this was a radio, not a ghost convention, Teddy wails. Eleanor's courage is a shield, but it wavers. Back off, lady, or I'll make you wish you were deader. Eleanor brandishes her crowbar. Amara's laughter is a blade, sharp and cruel. You cannot fight what you cannot see, Amara says. The shadows come alive, claws of darkness reaching for their prey. Shadows twist into clawed hands. Pip knocks over a candle, breaking the circle. The shadows lunge. Clara's voice is a beacon, calling them back. Reform the circle, now! Clara shouts. Chaos reigns, but they fight. A shadow grabs Teddy's ankle, dragging him. He screams. Eleanor swings her crowbar, dispersing it, but more shadows rise. Pip tosses Clara a vial of salt from her backpack. She sprinkles it, and the shadows recoil. Amara's rage is a storm, but Clara endures. Amara snarls. Clever, but not enough, Clara chants, the candles relighting. The circle glows, pushing the shadows back. Amara flickers, her form unstable. Eleanor seeks answers, even now. What's your deal? Eleanor demands. Why are you stuck here? Amara's sorrow is a crack in her malice. We were bound, betrayed, Amara says. The walls hold us, and now they hold you. Teddy's despair is a weight, but he clings to hope. Hold us? I didn't sign up for this, Teddy cries. Clara's will is unbreakable, her chant a sword. Clara finishes, and Amara vanishes with a scream. The whispers quiet, but the carvings still glow. Victory is fleeting, and questions linger. Is it over? Eleanor asks. Clara shakes her head. That was just the beginning. We need to know who she was, and why she's trapped. Pip, ever the optimist, dreams of rest. Pip squeaks. Next time, I'm staying home. The chamber holds its breath, but secrets wait to be unearthed. The manor's past is a wound, and our heroes are its surgeons. Eleanor finds a hidden panel behind the altar, revealing a journal. Clara opens it, her eyes hungry for truth. The journal speaks of betrayal, of power bought with blood. It's a record of the manor's last occupants, Clara says. A family and a cult. Teddy's groan is the voice of their collective dread. Of course it's a cult, Teddy says. Why is it always a cult? The tale unfolds, grim and unrelenting. The family trapped spirits in the walls for power, Clara reads. But the spirits fought back, and everyone disappeared. Eleanor's anger is a spark ready to ignite. So the eyeless lady was one of them? Eleanor asks. Maybe, Clara says, or a victim. Pip, small but keen, finds the key. Pip points to a loose page. Look! Clara finds a sketch of the eyeless woman labeled Amara the Betrayed. Teddy's fear grows, but knowledge is power. Great, Teddy says. Now she has a name, so much better. Clara's mission takes shape, a path through the dark. We need to learn more about Amara, Clara says, pocketing the page. If we understand her, we can close the connection. The whispers guide, or perhaps they lure. The whispers return. Find truth. The library calls, a vault of secrets. The journal mentions a library downstairs, Clara says. Let's go. The manor watches, its hunger unsated. The camera lingers on the altar where a shadow flickers. The library is a tomb of knowledge, its shelves heavy with the weight of the past. The whispers are soft, but the air presses like a hand on the throat. Clara lights candles, their glow frail against the darkness. Teddy clings to Eleanor, his voice a whine. This place is worse than the chamber. I bet the books are cursed. Eleanor's jest hides her tension. If they are, I'm using you as a shield, Eleanor says. Pip's curiosity is a light in the gloom. Pip knocks a book from a shelf. Clara catches it, her eyes widening. It's Amara's diary. The diary is a window to pain, its words a cry. Amara was the family's servant, Clara reads. They promised her power, but used her as a sacrifice. Her spirit was bound to the walls with others. Teddy's horror is a mirror to the truth. That's messed up, Teddy says. Eleanor's fury is a fire burning for justice. Those people were monsters, Eleanor says. The manor stirs, its prisoners restless. The whispers grow. Free us. Books fall, their pages opening to tormented faces. Clara finds hope, a weapon against despair. Clara grabs a book detailing a counter-ritual to free spirits. This is it. We can free Amara and the others, but it's dangerous. Teddy's protest is a reflex, but he stays. Dangerous, Teddy says. We're already in a haunted death trap. Pip's bravery is a spark, igniting their resolve. Pip squeaks, "Let's do it!" The plan forms, a fragile thread in the dark. They must return to the chamber, perform the counter-ritual, and face Amara's wrath. A shadow moves, Amara's eyeless face watching. The chamber is a battlefield, its walls alive with rage and sorrow. The counter-ritual is their last hope, but the manor will not yield easily. Clara draws a new, complex circle. The whispers are a storm, pleading and threatening. The carvings glow, the air crackling. Teddy's fear is a weight, but he stands. "I don't want to die in a creepy manor," Teddy whispers. Eleanor's strength is a rock, unyielding. "You won't," Eleanor says, slapping his back. "We've got this." Pip's courage is a flame, small but fierce. Pip stands guard, fierce despite his size. Clara chants, her voice cutting through the chaos. The candles flare, the circle pulsing. Amara returns, her wrath a tidal wave. Amara appears, her smile menacing. "You think you can undo what was done?" Clara's empathy is her shield, her voice, her sword. "We know what happened, Amara," Clara says. "We're here to help." Amara's scorn is a whip, but cracks appear. Amara laughs and shadows attack. Eleanor swings her crowbar, Teddy throws salt, Pip dodges, distracting the shadows. Clara's chant is a beacon, drawing the lost. The carvings crack, spirits emerging, their faces pained. The whispers cry, "Free, free!" Amara fights, but the ritual is stronger. Amara lunges, but Eleanor tackles her, the crowbar glowing. Teddy reads the final chant, his voice shaking. The circle explodes in light, Amara dissolving with a scream. The manor relents, its prisoners released. The spirits vanish, the whispers silent. The carvings crumble, the walls bare. The group collapses alive. Teddy's relief is a dawn after endless night. "Did we win?" Teddy pants. Clara's smile is a promise of more to come. "For now," Clara says. Pip's joy is a spark, lighting the way. Pip curls up in Clara's lap. Best adventure ever. Eleanor's hunger for the next challenge grows. "What's next?" Eleanor asks. Clara's vision is a map leading to new horrors. "There are 9 more secrets in Grimwick," Clara says, closing her book, "and we're going to find them all." The manor rests, but its echoes linger. Dawn breaks outside, a single whisper fading. "Thank you." The tale pauses, but the darkness waits.